I'm here now, we can start. My name's Phil Bourne. I'm the Stevenson Founding Dean of the School of Data Science, and I'm extremely grateful to Scott and Beth Stevenson, without whom I wouldn't be here, and they are here today, so thank you very much. Governor Youngkin, thank you for coming. Rector Hardy, members of the Board of Visitors, President Ryan, Jeffrey Woodruff, the Advisory Board, university leaders, Capital One representatives, those who built our new home, distinguished visitors, friends and family, and other kinds of dogs and pets. We're only the 12th school that's been established here at UVA in over 200 years. And now it finally has its home. Our mantra as a school without walls will always remain a belief in our hearts and minds, but as you'll see, it's now become much more. It's got real walls, and it is a community, and you are all part of that community. As such, I would just like to acknowledge the Monacan Nation as the original inhabitants of the land on which this building stands. Today, data science has a spectacular new home, and I hope you have a chance to explore it during the afternoon. We leave behind the Dell, and if those of you know the Dell, it's two red sheds that once housed the lawnmowers, and the upstairs space above the Ragged Mountain is our other home, which is, as you know, where they sell sneakers. Fortunately, we only have the smell of new sneakers and not old sneakers. And we also have offices in the Elson, what was the Elton Student Health Building. And we did take out the examining tables and other paraphernalia that was left behind, but the sinks and everything remain. There are no sinks in the faculty offices in this building, you'll be pleased to know. Jaffrey, your visionary leadership and generosity have not only made this building a reality, but it's also positioned UVA as a pioneer in establishing the first school of data science in the nation. Through your support, we've been entrusted with responsibility to lead. We are fully committed to realizing and sharing the vision of this school that you've made possible. Thank you very much indeed. I vividly remember, Jaffrey, my first job interview here at UVA. It was on video. I was in my expansive corner office at the National Institutes of Health in Building 1, a far cry from my 90 square feet in the red shed, which would soon become my home. It wasn't clear to me why someone not officially affiliated with UVA was actually on the search committee for then the director of the Data Science Institute. But it soon became apparent that you were a true champion for data science within the university. And the past 7 years have certainly worked out for me, and I can only hope they've worked out for you as well. The building before you is much more than just a new physical structure. It was designed to be a testament to everything we believe in: openness, transparency, and innovation, among other things. It's built to foster public-private relationships and much more. As we open the doors for the first time along this university new discovery corridor, it's a symbol of UVA's growth and future. We do so with pride and the knowledge that ultimately the people who inhabit the building will be what makes it truly special. Undoubtedly, there's going to be challenges going forward, but through our doors will pass future generations trained to make a difference in a world today which is very different than the one certainly when I was in college. Well, I'm in college, but I mean when I was a student. At least, yes, I am. As I look into the eyes of the students as they receive their diplomas, I'm filled with confidence, knowing that we've entrusted the future in the very best hands and amongst our brightest. I didn't come to UVA to form a new school with its own building. I came to do my own research and take over a well-run MSDS program. The world has changed, and I have changed. It's a true honor to be given this opportunity to stand before you today and help chart the future of this great institution. Onwards. Jim? Without without Jim's support, this would not happen. So I'm honored to introduce the 12th president of the UVA, Jim Ryan.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. He has a binder. How long is he going to talk? An hour at tops. Thank you, Phil, for the introduction and especially for your extraordinary leadership of UVA's newest school. This is a special occasion indeed. As Phil mentioned, the School of Data Science is only the 12th school at UVA in over 200 years, which suggests quite rightly that we don't do this every day or even every decade. I'd like to begin with some thanks, and there are many people to thank, so please bear with me. As you know, success has many parents. First, thanks to Phil Bourne, the Stevenson Dean of the School of Data Science and the founding dean. Phil, your passion, energy, and commitment to collaboration have been a driving force in taking the School of Data Science all the way from an idea on paper to the beautiful building that we're standing in right now. You have also been this American Studies major and former lawyer's personal tutor on data science, which I think was an even harder job, but I appreciate it. On the topic of driving forces, we would not be here today without Jaffrey Woodruff and the Quantitative Foundation, the private family foundation of Jaffrey and Merrill Woodruff. 5 years ago, Jaffrey's vision and passion for the field of data science led him to make an historic gift to his alma mater, allowing us to turn the Data Science Institute into the School of Data Science that you see today. Jaffrey, you saw what this could become before anyone else, and your generosity and leadership made it possible. So thank you. Scott Stevenson helped us. Well, I'm just now seeing all of you up there. Okay. Scott Stevenson helped us endow the dean's position that Phil now holds, and also generously supported data science at UVA from the early days of the Institute, and I'm very grateful for his expertise and leadership. Scott, thank you. I'd also like to thank Governor Youngkin, who made the trip to Charlottesville today to celebrate with us and who has supported the university in thinking with us about how data science can serve the public both ethically and responsibly. Governor, thank you for being here. Thanks also to the leaders across the university who have made this day possible, including my predecessor, Terry Sullivan, whose vision and advocacy for the Data Science Institute laid the foundation for the School of Data Science. Terry, like Jaffrey and Phil, as well as Don Brown, realized early on that UVA could be a leader in data science and seized that opportunity. Thanks as well to Robert Hardy, members of the Board of Visitors, members of the School of Data Science Advisory Board, and all of our deans for their leadership and support of UVA's newest school. Thanks to the team from Capital One, which has been an important partner for the school from the beginning and is the home to many who's, as well as the UVA Office of Architect, UVA Facilities Management, Hopkins Architect, VMDO, and the School of Data Science Building and Planning team who have shaped the building that you see today. Finally, a huge thanks to the School of Data Science students, faculty, staff, and alumni who are here today. As beautiful as this building is, it's simply an empty shell without all of you. Your work over the years has given shape and meaning to the mission of the School of Data Science, and you are the ones who will really make this school come alive. So, like I said, success has many parents. I'd like to close out by sharing very briefly 3 hopes for this space and this school. The first relates to the whole school without walls thing. I confess I was a little surprised and somewhat disappointed, if I'm being honest, when I came here yesterday for a tour and I realized it was just a metaphor. There actually are walls here. Though I have come to appreciate the practical need for walls. Regardless, my hope is that the spirit of a school without walls continues to animate this place. So far, that seems very much to be the case, in part because data and data science are fast becoming indispensable for almost every field of research. which means that a great deal of the research that happens at the university will course through this place. My second related hope is that you use this building as a home base for serving the community, the Commonwealth, and beyond. And you are off to a good start, as the School of Data Science's reach radiates not just across grounds, but across the Commonwealth and the country. Already, faculty, researchers, staff, and students are working with local government offices, nonprofits, and local schools. Our alumni will extend the reach of the school even further. Everything that they learn here allows them to pursue a host of careers that we couldn't even imagine a decade ago. And more importantly, this school will set them up to make meaningful contributions to those fields. Which brings me to my third and final hope. I hope that every class, every research project, and activity in this building reminds us of what it means to be both great and good, two words that we have used to guide our work here at UVA. The great, of course, will come from the excellence of the work that you do here, pioneering a field that is truly dazzling in its possibilities. The good will come from how you do your work, ethically, responsibly, and with an eye toward how data and data science can help and not hurt our communities. Data science, obviously, can change the world, but it can also expose us to serious risk. In my view, universities should lead the way in figuring out how to use data responsibly. In other words, we must lead, but lead well. And while artificial intelligence might not have been around 200 years ago, the idea of responsible citizen leadership is foundational to this place and is in our DNA. At this exciting moment in the field of data science, I firmly believe we are in the right place, at the right university, at the right time, and we have all the right people, which is all of you, to lead us forward. So thank you again, congratulations again, and now it's my honor and pleasure to turn over the podium to my friend and UVA's rector, Robert Hardy. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. At these dedications, they always make me speak after Jim Ryan and before Governor Youngkin, two prolific speakers, as if my job isn't hard enough. But thank you so much on behalf of the Board of Visitors. It's my privilege to be here as we celebrate the opening of the new home of the School of Data Science. And wow, isn't it something? As many of you know, my roots at this university run deep. But one of the many things I love about UVA is that while it is rich in history, it is also focused on the future. No recent development better illustrates this than the creation of the School of Data Science in 2019, the first such school in the country. Today, we mark the opening of this beautiful new facility and look forward to seeing its many wonderful and innovative features. The most exciting aspect of this building to me is the transformational learning and knowledge that will occur here. It will resonate on grounds and beyond. This will be a place of discovery and of collaboration, and where the data science leaders of tomorrow will begin their journeys. I would like to thank Jaffrey Woodruff, President Ryan, Dean Bourne for their vision and congratulate them on making that vision a reality. This school and this building are something which all of us in the UVA community can take pride. Finally, I'd like to thank our next speaker, Governor Glenn Youngkin, for being with us today. His presence highlights the vital role that the School of Data Science will play in preparing the innovators of tomorrow to contribute to our great Commonwealth. We are grateful for his continued support of both this school and our university. And with that, I'm pleased to introduce my friend, the Honorable Glenn Youngkin. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon. I have to say it is so exciting to be here. And if I could wind the clock back, which I know a lot of us think about, I would want to be you. What an exciting moment to be a student here right now. And I am in awe of the vision and the commitment that must be brought together in order to be the first the first to have a school of data science, the first to see the opportunity, but even more so, to bring together the resources and the capabilities in order to deliver on it. It's a huge milestone. And Dean Bourne, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your leadership. President Ryan, thank you. Rector Hardy, thank you. And I know we've said it over and over, Jaffrey, but thank you. Thank you to your family. I think oftentimes people can go through life and forget where they came from, and you remember. And it means a lot to this university, to this Commonwealth, and to this country. And so thank you. I would like to also echo our appreciation for Capital One. You see, the collaboration with great corporations, with great universities is so important. And then when state government plays a small role, amazing things can happen. And I want to just make a comment about that. You see, state government is a steward of the funds that are put in our charge. And when we have a chance to use those funds at state government alongside of incredibly generous philanthropic individuals and visionary leadership, that is an amazing combination. And so thank you all for allowing the Commonwealth of Virginia to play a role here as well. I mentioned my deep appreciation for data science. When I was heading off to college, you were an engineer. And as I said, I have probably realized that it would have been data science that I would have studied had I known to do that. It carries into my current job. And if you walk into my office today and you look at my whiteboard, you will either see some glimpse of the obvious in a stream of numbers on my whiteboard, or you will conclude that Jackson Pollock had too much coffee. But it's one of the two. And it is the kinds of visionary insights that come from this collection of amazing minds that I think will press not just the University of Virginia, not just the Commonwealth, and not just the United States, but the world into better places. You all know this, but 90% of the data in the world today was created in just the past 2 years. Think through that. Think about the new reams of opportunity for us to glean insights and to seek truth. Think about the opportunity to develop innovative ways to analyze and assess and determine new medical treatments, new drug discovery. That is so exciting. And it's happening right here. When the vision for this building is fully realized, as President Ryan said, it is so much more than a building. It is all of the amazing minds that are here. How inspirational is that to all of us? You see, we sit in a world today that is seeking truth, that is seeking insight. And with 90% of the world's data recreated every 2 years, there is an opportunity for us to find that truth, to shed light on those insights, and most importantly, to lead. And that's what Virginia does. The University of Virginia leads, and the Commonwealth of Virginia leads. All of you will find great jobs. You will be sought after in a way that you can't imagine. Virginia is the number one market in the world in data centers. I had the great privilege earlier today to be standing with the senior executives of Google, and they announced another extraordinary investment in building infrastructure in Virginia, $1 billion. But they also announced a commitment for a $75 million AI education fund to build the next generation of coders, of insight discoverers. And it is this collaboration that will open up this world of opportunity in computer science and in systems and coding and in engineering and cybersecurity that will truly be your oyster. We're the top market in cybersecurity. We're breaking barriers in quantum computing. Yes, we are leading the way in AI and material science and semiconductor research. But we're also leading the world in data science right here. And that's why I am continually inspired. I'm inspired to think about what you'll do. I'm inspired to think of what will happen here in this building with walls but shouldn't have them. I'm inspired to think about the collaboration of the minds that will be in this building and the ones that you will connect to around the world. That is where innovation is found, and that's what will happen right here. So congratulations to UVA, and congratulations to the Commonwealth of Virginia, congratulations to the United States, but most importantly, congratulations to all of you for being on the forefront of this exciting day. May God bless you, and thank you for letting me take part of it. And I look forward to seeing and cheering for all the amazing things that will be done right here in this building. Now with that, I am going to quickly move out of the way and make room for someone we have said thank you to many times. Jaffrey, I think there is an anticipation. And the anticipation is based on the fact that, like all of these students and faculty members and staff members, there is a rumor running around that you too have a passion for data science. With that, folks, I want to say first thank you again to Jaffrey Woodruff and his family and introduce him to you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Thank you for that very kind introduction, Governor Youngkin. It is a pleasure to be here with all of you today, especially Governor Youngkin, Secretary Gadara, President Ryan, Provost Baucom, and Rector Hardy. I am honored to share my particular perspective on the emergence of the School of Data Science at the University of Virginia. Out in the world at large, data science is obviously all the rage. Within the data science subfield of artificial intelligence, see what I did there? We are seeing applications such as Gen AI and ChatGPT impacting the world around us in larger and ever more complex ways. I know things have really been amped up recently. It was only after using ChatGPT and witnessing spectacular art and music using Gen AI that I even started taking seriously the term artificial intelligence as more than science fiction. This stuff represents a dramatic shift in capability with so much more to come. Every week seems to bring cutting-edge breakthroughs, and I follow them closely. Not to worry, though. ChatGPT did not write any of this speech today. The following James Madison quote has resonated with me for a very long time. Quote, "It will be of little avail to the people that the laws are made by men of their own choice, if the laws be so voluminous that they cannot be read, or so incoherent that they cannot be understood." I know we can solve many of today's challenges of complexity and volume of information with AI and data science. And I do predict that our legal code at some point, in conjunction with excellent legal experts, will be refactored using large language models. Not tomorrow, though. The sheer number of innovative applications of data science across so many real-world scenarios is clearly reflected in the very, very strong interest in the full suite of degree offerings here at our School of Data Science. As data science adoption marches ahead into so many academic disciplines, it is only fitting that this building is located so centrally on grounds. This Ivy Corridor makes the great university grounds even more walkable and connected. Hopefully, this fertile ground will yield countless serendipitous encounters and unexpected aha moments for UVA students, faculty, and visitors over the coming years. I wanted to spend a couple of minutes explaining how I ended up here on this stage today. I was engaged with numbers from a very early age. I got my start learning about the power of being a data science creator far before people were using the term data science, so early. Starting in 1980, I would pore over the baseball sports analytics writings of Bill James, the original Moneyball guy, if you know that movie. He was the only game in town back then, and he was crazy early. And I knew statistical prediction would have a massive impact on sports and everything else eventually. Remember, that was 1980. So much of his skill set was being a highly inventive feature engineer in his domain of baseball. Okay, I'm getting a little bit too far into the weeds. Feature engineering is a bit much for this. But anyhow, I'm a big fan of doing creative feature engineering. But I knew nobody important was yet paying attention to Bill James and his amazing statistical prediction with baseball. So, at the age of 18, after 7 years of studying baseball, I had a profound moment of practicality. I abandoned baseball statistics and switched my focus to the financial markets. Applying statistical prediction to the markets was my chance to solve the dual life challenges I faced as a UVA first year. Figure out what career I would truly enjoy so that I could enjoy Mondays as much as Fridays, and solve that money thing. I knew both challenges would be conquered if I could gamify investment management with statistical prediction. And luckily, I had the courage and optimism to bet on myself heavily over and over as I plunged into ever deeper debt in my first few years. Thanks to my dad's example and encouragement, I was fiercely independent about what to do after college. I decided in '91, as a fourth year, to forego on-campus interviews and simply forge ahead with an independent investment management career. With the exception of a couple of short stints working on trading desks in Chicago and New York, actually terrific experience and perspective, I have been my own boss since I graduated from UVA 33 years ago. The goal of giving back to data science was seeded way back in undergrad here at the University of Virginia as I was plotting my career course. I knew that if things went the way I planned, hoped, and dreamed, I would be more than capable of financially contributing to the very methods that had made me successful. I was super fortunate to be truly early to apply statistical prediction, data science, machine learning, whatever you want to call it, to trading stocks, and I was able to produce outsized returns for quite a long time, for which I have been rewarded handsomely. Now, standing here today, I am so excited the study of data science that profoundly changed my own life is accessible to everyone here at the university. With the tremendous support over the years from, among others, and in relative order, Rick Horowitz, the Jefferson Trust, Terry Sullivan, Don Brown, Phil Bourne, John Griffin, Jim Ryan, the dream has come true. The Data Science Institute and then its larger successor, this School of Data Science, were established, and here we are opening this amazing building today. The team at the Quantitative Foundation, headed up by Will Fauché, has been very instrumental in making all this happen, and since I had neither patience nor the skill set to see such efforts through, I am thrilled that they so masterfully executed on my vision, collaborating with the University of Virginia. I am so very proud of what has been accomplished, and I look forward to continuing to watch UVA's School of Data Science flourish. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Prem Natarajan from Capital One.
Rector Hardy started by saying he has to follow a great speaker and then have another great speaker, inspiring speaker follow him, thinking I have to follow two tall people who are both inspiring speakers and both have great stories to tell. But hey, I'm delighted to have that privilege to follow you all. Thank you to Dean Bourne, President Ryan, Governor Youngkin, Rector Hardy, and everyone here from the School of Data Science. My name is Prem Natarajan. I represent Capital One here. On behalf of Capital One, it's an absolute delight. It's also a privilege to be here to celebrate this historic, momentous occasion, to deepen our partnership with UVA and the School of Data Science. Capital One has both a long-standing relationship with UVA and also with the field of data science. And so what a phenomenal opportunity to bring those two relationships together by contributing to this new building, by contributing to the school in the form of this Capital One Hub, which definitely is our hope and aspiration that it'll be a prime gathering place for all the minds that populate this wonderful institution. This new building marks a new beginning for the nation's first School of Data Science with AI embedded in it. Just taking my cue from Jeffrey. It's also an extension of UVA's longstanding partnership with Capital One, for which we're very grateful. We have had a rich history of sponsoring student programs, faculty research awards, and board service at UVA and in the broader community around McLean, Richmond, Charlottesville, et cetera. We think this will amplify all of that work going forward. As a company that is fortunate to be headquartered in the great state of Virginia, we deeply understand the importance and the need to partner with critical flagship institutions like UVA, partnering with them to invest in invention, discovery, building the leaders of the future in critical areas, especially ones that are so important to business going forward, data science, and all of that is embodied in today's students, which is what we're here to engage with. We recognize also the critical need to focus on STEM education, to build a dynamic technology workforce, both for in Virginia, but indeed for the nation, to enrich the national STEM talent pool is one of our missions because we think we will all benefit from it. UVA's standing as a world-class research and academic institution in the field of data science makes it a perfect and honored to be partnering with you on this. This new chapter is also an example of our commitment to multidisciplinary and multi-sector approaches to developing strength in our national talent pool. We're looking forward to partnering with you to equip the workforce of the future, especially transformative technology like AI and data science. At Capital One, any of you that follow us online, we're here to change banking for good. That's been the mission that our founder has embodied right from the start. And our founding as a company was based on the use of technology, of data and analytics to deliver innovative financial products to parts of the population that were precluded from having it prior to that work. And so we think data science is a way of lowering the bar to access to everyone. And so we're particularly excited about that aspect of it. Today, we continue to leverage data science, machine learning to help with our customers' financial well-being, help them become financially more empowered, and also to better manage their spending. We know that leveraging the high impact and opportunities of data science will continue to require significant, substantial, continued multidisciplinary and multi-sector work. Therefore, we're partnered with government, partnered with the NSF, with universities like UVA, to enrich the quality of our national STEM talent pool. This, we think, is critical in a free society like the US to keep us at the forefront of high-impact societal innovation. This is why this partnership is particularly critical and valuable to us. Today's historic event and the ongoing work between UVA and Capital One represent a common vision that we both have. It's a wonderful example of putting into practice the ideas of multi-sector, multidisciplinary research, of industry-focused research. We are very excited to see what we will achieve together as we go forward. Let me end again by thanking you all for the opportunity to partner with you. And please welcome to the podium our final speaker and like kind of the embodiment of our future hopes, representative of the student body, Navya.
Hello, everyone. Members of the SES and UVA communities and beyond, welcome. My name is Navya, and I'm a second-year doctoral student at the School of Data Science. I'm also a soon-to-be triple who. I did my undergraduate degree in engineering here, and I have a master's in data science as well. Having a unique perspective on grounds these past couple years, I can tell you by far that this is the change on grounds that I am the most excited to see. Today, I'll be briefly speaking to the type of student experiences that we are thrilled to host in this generous new building. And more importantly, at all levels that I have been a student here at UVA, I've seen the profound impact UVA has had on its student body in making educational experiences accessible. UVA broadened my world. I've seen the profound impact it has. As a student, I alone have studied abroad. I've had meaningful research experiences all the way from Uzbekistan to Appalachia. I've seen how SES and UVA have played a critical role in critical education for students of all ages and backgrounds, traditional or not. And now I see UVA respond to a growing need for technologists that are also pluralists. At the school, we breathe plurality. We are data scientists and educators and neuroscientists and clinicians and lifelong students. Data science is more than numbers and code. We solve next generation problems, yes, but we do it in a way that engages diverse perspectives. And in the process, we define a version of data literacy that enables work that is both great and good. We are in a special place in this time. As a student, of course, this building is especially exciting. We have no shortage of screens. And while it might be ironic for a school to celebrate getting walls, in a field as digital and distributed as ours, this physicality is priceless. Imagine students in classrooms working on data sets changing in real time. Imagine their application having immediate value to themselves and society. Imagine academic labs not working in silos, but directly with industry peers and government, many of whom are in this room. Imagine the perspectives we can have and host here, with Washington, D.C. as our backyard, as a thought leader in data science, and a forum for communication. One of the things that I love most about this field and look forward to seeing is the fact that there is no typical data scientist. There are, however, values at the school that we foster that we can all aspire to. This school will train students, yes, but it will also train leaders and citizens who are comfortable with uncertainty but not complacent with it. And I see this mindset reflected in my peers and no doubt in future classes to come. As we continue to build our work, we will do so in a technically minded way that is human-centered, and that will be important. So for those of you that have supported this building, thank you. You haven't built up a building, but a community. And generations of data scientists will grow, teach, mentor, and learn in this building. So finally, as an increasingly complex world looks to data scientists for truth and increasingly complex answers, I have no doubt that as a student, my peers and the faculty and the School of Data Science will do its part to rise to the challenge. Thank you.
Now the real talks begin. No, Navya, thank you. That was wonderful. And it's just part of the inspiration that you bring to us. So thank you. Speaking of many screens, and speaking of the fact that we don't usually do things in the normal way in the School of Data Science, I'd like to invite Governor Youngkin to come to the stage, please. And we're going to have a little countdown to officially open the school. So I think we're supposed to have it on the screen. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have scissors?
Well done. And you, thank you for being here. It's hugely important to us. We should have a chat about AI sometime. With that, I encourage you to explore the building, enjoy the hospitality we have, and we have data as art on display, and it's really a reflection of the holistic view that we have of data science. It's all around you, so enjoy it as much as you can. Thank you for being here.